will undoubtedly penetrate through the back kitchen wall, but will they listen?
If this isn't done properly, they're going to have to rebuild the kitchen, which means you won't even sell the house.
Amateur property developers Angela Myatt and Joe Greenslade have bought this dilapidated terrace cottage on the outskirts of Swansea, South Wales, for just £19,000. They've given themselves just 14 weeks to do all the renovations and get it back on the market to sell on for a profit.
We haven't argued yet.
There's always time.
They have only allocated £3,400 to knock down the original kitchen and outside loo and to rebuild it and install a completely new galley kitchen. I'm worried that Joe and Angela are not being realistic about the costs involved, so I'm here for one last-ditch attempt to persuade them otherwise.
I'm not sure that it's able to be done within your budget. Oh, it's effectively the same as building a swimming pool, except you're not keeping the water in, you're keeping the water out. Yes. So you need to do the same process as building a swimming pool. If you don't do the job really well, you're going to have a damp, mouldy hole here as a kitchen. It will come up on survey, and it's not going to be like a normal house where you have a bit of rising damp and they take a bit of money off. If this isn't done properly, they're going to have to rebuild the kitchen, which means you won't even sell the house. It's going to be a bit like living in a rabbit hole down here, I think.
We are so real
Oh,
I'm sure there'll be a few extras that we're not aware of, but we have saved money elsewhere. And we've also done something else, which has made us a bit of money already. We've actually sold a small part of our garden.
And how much are you getting for that?
3,000?
£3,000 more profit. What I really want to see is how much the garden you're planning on selling. You're selling it to this house?
Yes. So he's, as you can see, he's coming through there, and it'll just be a dry stone wall which he's putting up, and you'll get all of that bit.
Despite losing the top third, I think this garden is potentially the best feature of this property and could be a real selling point. A few £100 invested here could help secure the top possible price.
We haven't actually thought about the garden as yet, have we?
No.
We haven't planned the garden at all.
You want to make it a feature, the garden, and a bonus for the house. And you really need to put some money aside for it and really think about it. And think about it early on, because you want it to be reasonably established by the time you come to sell it.
They have been lucky selling part of the back garden, but fortune is on their side in the front as well.
Oh, what happened here?
Their local skip company accidentally knocked down their front wall, but has offered to compensate them for the damage.
But they've done us a favour, I think, because we're going to apply for permission to actually knock this all flat and, you know, have access from the road there and have parking space.
Right, because this is quite a problem parking, right?
Yes.
This house stands on a busy main road and doesn't have any off-street parking. Joe and Angela are doing the right thing by creating a parking space at the front of the house, as this will definitely add more value to the property.
So will the skip company pay for the wall, that wall to be rebuilt here?
Yes.
Either in money or in skips, because we're going to need more skips. So we can't lose, really.
Fortune seems to be on their side now, but only 2 weeks into the project, their builder reveals there's a serious problem with their original plans for the kitchen extension.